Happy New Year! Can you believe we are in 2024? Can you believe how fast 2023 went? Oh my goodness, I can't. I hope you had a good New Year. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I just thought I'd come on here on this first day of this new year and we just chit-chat a little bit. Y'all, my allergies are awful. If you have been with me any amount of time, I didn't bring my Kleenexes in here, so we go in with a good old paper towel. So my eyes, you'll see me watering. And I've started to sneeze a little bit today. I put on very little makeup because it's just going to drain off. I thought we'd sit here, we'd have us a cup of coffee. We just chit-chat a little bit about, what, coming out of 2023, getting through the holidays, going into 2024. So get you a drink. I got me. It is morning time. It is quiet. The puppy dogs are over here asleep. And Nick is still asleep. Still got my tree up. Didn't do a whole lot of videos during Christmas time. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, get you a coffee, get you a soda, get you some water, and let's just sit here and chit-chat for a few minutes. Let me take a drink. You don't know? I love collecting coffee syrups. The skinny syrups. So this morning in my coffee, I have white chocolate mocha, and I have a little bit of sugar cookie, and then I have caramel chocolate coffee creamer. Oh, I love making my own coffees. Usually I'll get extra, and I'll do a little Cool Whip and a little drizzle of caramel or chocolate. Yep. Saving money. It's nice to go to a coffee shop and get a drink. Our favorite lately has been going to Dutch Brothers. Is new in our area. It's another coffee chain, kind of like Starbucks if you don't have it. Their hot cocoa is really good, and you can get it in all kinds of flavors too. So if you've seen it and hadn't tried it, you should. So, how was your New Year's? Did y'all celebrate? Did y'all stay up? We stayed up. Didn't do a whole lot, but I didn't do as many videos and stuff around Christmas. I didn't do as many videos here in the house showing you my decorations. I may add maybe somewhere, or maybe over to the side or something, or over there in that corner, maybe a couple little pictures around the house showing you some of the decorations in this video. I don't know. It just depends how much editing I want to do. So they may or may not be there. Yeah, I didn't get as much done, but I did take time off. So I work full time. So I took off a couple of days before Christmas, and I go back tomorrow. Today is New Year's. Like I said, I just got up, put a little makeup on, got on my comfy clothes, y'all, and I am planning on just relaxing today. I'm going to take Nick out, do a little driving, and I got a pot roast in the crock pot, but I'm still going to do some black-eyed peas and some cornbread. Got to do that. But yeah, so we are going to relax today. Nick still has a couple of days off school. So we're just going to take it easy today, right? That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to do a lot of work. You're not supposed to do a lot of cleaning, or don't take the trash out, don't clean. You don't want to sweep away your blessings or something to that thing. I don't know. But I know the black-eyed peas and the cornbread are supposed to bring you good luck and prosperity and money and whatever it is. I don't know. My mama just always says, yeah, you have to have it. But I've enjoyed my time off. We stayed home. We didn't go anywhere. And let me tell you, we need to normalize taking a vacation and staying home. Excuse me, I have hiccups now. I take black seed oil, and it kind of gives me the hiccups. We need to normalize taking time off and staying home. If you work full-time outside of the home, let me tell you how nice it has been to just be off and be home and not necessarily have a schedule. And Nick is such a homebody that he enjoys just being at home. He would much rather, I'll be like, hey, do you want to go here? And he'll maybe later. He's just such a homebody, just so chill, just likes hanging out and being at home. So we've watched some movies together, and we did do some Christmas stuff, but we didn't get to all the stuff we wanted to. But I was more organized this year than I have been in the past, but still not enough. So I do like the steps that I took this year, and they were really baby steps. And you're like, you don't do that. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of your pants kind of person in the past, and I just try to go off of memory, which escapes me sometimes. Excuse me for wiggling the camera. So this year, I should have brought it over here. Okay, so this year, I started in probably November. I wanted to start way earlier than that. I've got a lot of birthdays in my family between October and November, so it kind of makes it a little difficult to go Christmas shopping. So let me tell you what I did, and then let me tell you what I want to do. Okay, so I didn't get my Christmas decorations up as early as I wanted, so I'm probably going to leave these up either next weekend or through the middle of January, because I enjoy them. So I've enjoyed my tree. I've enjoyed my decorations. I did want to get them up earlier, but that didn't happen because, one, I wanted to buy a tree. So this is the tree I ended up with. I don't know if I showed it to you all decorated, but that is the tree I ended up with. I love the flocking on it. I want to get some more large balls. Everything is like 90% off now. If I wanted stuff, I should go get it, but I don't really want to get out. So, I don't know. Is it online? I don't know. Anyway, so what I did was I did start a little early. I started in November, wanted to start before then, but started in November, and every check I took a little bit, and I went and picked up a few gifts for people, maybe even before then, maybe about the middle of October. So I started picking up a few things, but like I said, I did have a lot of birthdays in between there for the same people that I buy Christmas for. But what I do is I come home and I just show them in a closet. So, in the past, what I've done is I just shove stuff in the closet and then I continue buying, and then I don't wrap everything until Christmas Eve. And I hate that. It stresses me out. It's a lot for just me to wrap, which ends up always being just me, and I end up tired and sore, and yeah, so no. So what I did this year was, before I started like really going, okay, now I have to finish. I bought a few things for a few people. Let me see everything and finish up. I've got a couple days off before Christmas. Let's finish everything up. So I went and bought, let me tell you, wrapping paper. I didn't realize the difference it makes buying good wrapping paper. I bought wrapping paper from Hobby Lobby, the half off. It was such good quality wrapping paper. I bought the Dollar Tree stuff, the Walmart, the Target, all the stuff, but the Dollar Tree wrapping paper, I will say, was very good quality. I think my older kids buy theirs from Costco, which is also really nice thick paper, because that thin stuff that rips and tears, and this was good quality. Now, I went through all of it. I should have bought 2 rolls. I'll do that next year. I bought 1 roll, and I wrapped everything I had. And I found at Dollar Tree, I found this, it's not this, but I found this little binder. It was about that big, and it had a plastic pocket, snap pocket on the front. And that is actually still in my handbag. And I had that in the pocket. I had any coupons that I might have, like Bath and Body Works or anything, any little coupons I had an ink pen, and I kept all my receipts in there. They're still in there. So that way, if somebody needed to return something, even though I left tags on everything, I've got the receipts. So I kept all the receipts in one place, and then everybody had a page. So everyone had a page. So as I'm sitting there, I'm like, before I do anything else, I'm going to wrap all this stuff that's in this closet. So, which didn't take nearly as long as having to wrap everything in one day. So I wrapped everything. Every time I wrapped something for somebody, I wrote down what it was. And then I sit there and I looked at it and I go, okay, this is what I have. These are what else I need. I need to get X, Y, Z, for A, B, and C. So I knew who I bought what for, who else I needed to buy for, what else I needed to buy. So then I went and put on their ideas, and every time, and I carried that with me. So every time I went and bought something, I went and I checked it off. And then after I got the gifts bought, I went and I started on these, since we're having it here, I started on the menu. So my mom always helps me with the menu, but she did a lot for Thanksgiving, and I didn't want her doing a lot for Christmas. I wanted her to enjoy it. I didn't want to be tired and stressed out with cooking a whole lot. In the past, I have done a stuffed beef tenderloin. And if you know grocery prices, you know those are outrageously expensive. super expensive. It's a little labor intensive. You got to slice it and cut it and stuff it and, make the stuffing and do all that and roll it up and tie it up and then put it in the fridge that night and then get it the next morning, let it come to room temperature and then cook it and turn it and baste it. And it is a lot of work. And, I was just, I looked at the prices and I'm like, that's too expensive. And then I looked at the prices of honey baked hams. Tell me, why is it $75 for like a 5-pound honey baked ham? That is ridiculous. Oh, this is so good. So I went to Costco. I was going to buy one from H-E-B, but I was at Costco already. And I bought one there for like $28, $27, $29, somewhere in there. And it was almost 11 pounds. And I did follow it. I should have filmed it. I was going to film all the stuff I made, and I didn't do it. Since I was off work, I didn't pick up the camera as much as I thought I would. I just really enjoyed being off and not having necessarily a set agenda, not having to get up at this time and having to go here and having to go there, having my quiet time in the mornings of getting up and drinking my coffee. I ate a lot less because it's not like I gotta get up and I gotta eat. I gotta do this and I gotta do that, and we gotta eat at a certain time because we gotta be out the door and we gotta this, and just really enjoyed just taking things a little slower. It was a little hectic up until Christmas, but after Christmas, we've kind of stepped back, we've relaxed. There's been some days that we did not even leave the house. Some days I sat here in just comfy loungewear the whole day. One day I was here on the couch or I was in the bed. That was it. It was easy food for the day. And then the other day or two that we've completely stayed in the house, your girl has been cleaning, decluttering, and organizing some areas that I have just kept putting off. So we'll get to that in a minute. We'll finish up with Christmas. So doing that little bit of organization with that little book really helped. Wrapping what I already had, making a list of what else I needed to get, making the list of food. So what did we have for Christmas? We had a we had my honey baked ham. So I kind of, if you know me, I don't always follow a recipe exactly. If it says measure, I kind of measure by sight and by heart. So I kind of sort of followed some TikTok recipes, kind of not exactly, but kind of a little bit. But so I did the ham. I got the spiral sliced, fully cooked ham. I did some pineapple juice with some honey, and I poured that through the layers, and I covered it, and I baked it until they got completely warm. And then I did follow somebody's recipe for like a sugar coating on top. I got the hiccups again. Excuse me. So it was like white sugar, brown sugar, and then it was like some spices like garlic powder, onion powder. Me and my mother both neither like clove, so we did not put any clove in it. That's the problem with those packets and stuff. So we put it on there and put it on their broiler and let that sugar kind of caramelize and get crispy. And then we made another little glaze with the pan drippings and the pineapple juice and the other part of that like sugar mixture, and brought that up, melted it all together, poured that on top. It was delicious. It was delicious. And my mother made potato salad, which I love my mom's potato salad. It's my grandmother's recipe. There's no raisins in potato salad, and eggs do go in potato salad. I've seen this debate all over social media. I don't know who the hell came up with raisins. That's nasty. But eggs do belong in potato salad. But it's good. I love my mom's potato salad. She also makes the best banana pudding. My daughter-in-law doesn't like banana pudding. She loved my mother's banana pudding. And then I made all kinds of little cookies and dessert bars and stuff. And got some Hawaiian rolls. And we had a wonderful time. We had a wonderful time. We just enjoyed each other. We, had a good lunch. We opened presents. And it was a lot of fun that day. And I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. My kids surprised me and made me cry and got me a Pandora bracelet, which I was not expecting. I told them it's been a hard year. It's been a difficult year. There's been some financial issues. There's been some job issues for people. My parents had a car accident at one point in time. And so I'm just like, y'all, let's just worry about the babies. Nick is still a kid. It's his last year in high school. I'll get everybody something, but y'all don't worry about me. Y'all just worry about the kids, and then they surprise me with that bracelet. I'll try to put, if I still have it, I'll try to put the little video or a picture or something over here. I think I posted it on Instagram, and yeah, I love it. So they got me that and surprised me that. So that was our Christmas. How was your Christmas? Did you go anywhere? Did you do anything special? Did you just stay home like we did? I just really enjoyed it. So what I think I'm going to do different is I'm going to start the year off with everybody that I typically want to buy gifts for. And I'm going to get myself either something on my phone or on my computer, something. I don't know. Is there an app for this? Somebody needs to create an app for this. So I'm going to get everybody that I normally buy gifts for. I'm going to have them listed by birth date so that I know in the year when their birth date's coming up. I mean, I know it anyway, but that way, especially getting closer to the time that we're getting to the end of the year, and I have their birth date. It has some space for ideas for birthday things that I want to get them, and then also Christmas, and start listing ideas of things, because in my family, people will randomly tell you, hey, when it comes time to buying a gift for me, especially my mother, when you want to buy me a gift, I'd like to have this, or remember, I like this. I haven't bought one of these in a long time and I need a new one, and I'm not going to remember that. But if I can now know that, hey, I need to take note of that, send myself a message or go into, some kind of little spreadsheet, and go, hey, Mom wants this, and make myself a little note, then I can be watching for it, and I can start picking stuff up and try to pick stuff up throughout the year and put them back. Now, another thing that my parents were talking about doing, which I thought also was a good idea, and they were talking about, like every month, because they're retired, so they get a, every month kind of payday. So me, I get twice a month. So like every payday, taking out a certain dollar amount, however much you can afford, taking that out, taking it out of the bank, putting it in an envelope, and putting it up. And by the time that it rolls around towards the end of the year where you're going to be Christmas shopping, however much you have in that envelope, that is how much you're going to budget. I think my aunt told me at one time she was considering buying gift cards. So she was going to go buy, like a certain dollar amount gift card, every month, and just start putting those back and then start using them at the end of the year. So something like that. So that is kind of what I'm looking at, and I want to start decorating early. I love the fall decor. It's really cute and, warm and homey and everything. But I think typically we kind of try to go to my parents' house for Thanksgiving so they don't have to travel as much all the time over here. It's like almost an hour drive for them to come to my house. Because they drive slow and take back roads. But that's beside the point. I'd rather them than get on the crazy highways here. So I think I want to start decorating early. And there are some more decorations I want to do. I didn't really do anything in the bathrooms this year. I didn't do anything in the bedrooms this year. And my kitchen is extremely small, but I really do love the Frugal Nista's kitchen. And I would love to take some ideas from her and do some cute little areas. If you haven't watched her video, watch her video. Her kitchen is adorable. She's got a lot of red and white, Mrs. Claus, gingerbread. It's a whole gingerbread. I absolutely love it. So if I get the opportunity to pick some stuff up on 90% off, if it's not all sold by the time I get out, I may look for those kind of things, as well as some big Christmas balls. And then I would like a different garland around my fireplace. I've got a really thin one with some little beads through it. It's super cute. I like it. It is perfect, but I really would like more of a cascading garland. I like the way this one's made because it's not that stuff that falls out, that really cheap fake tree stuff. Like, this isn't cheap fake tree stuff. The one that's really cheapy and plasticky and itchy. Yeah, this one's more, it's just more plastic, and it keeps its shape. But I'd like one that kind of cascades. I have an L-shaped fireplace mantle. So those are the things I would like to look for, and work on for the coming year. So now we're into the new year. So I did a lot of, like I said, decluttering, cleaning, and organizing. I got rid of so much stuff that Nick was tired of going. We have a Goodwill box over here, and Nick was tired of going over there dropping stuff off. He was like, no, and I actually still have 2 bags in here. I have a spare room that I have not set up yet since we've moved in. It has been the place because my storage unit that I had outside where I was going to put everything and organize ended up leaking and ruining some things. So I can't put things out there. I don't know when that is on the agenda to fix or redo. We're talking about doing a couple different things. So my spare room has ended up being like a storage room, and there's been some things that have been sitting in there since we moved in. Some new things we just get tossed in there. There's also some construction materials because we had to do a whole renovation on this home when we moved in. So I worked in there, and then I also worked in my bedroom because it had just became the one room. And I said this at Christmas. I will clean the entire house, and it will be completely spotless and clean and pretty and organized. And my children and grandchildren come over, and they go into my room, and it is not clean, not organized, not ready, not nothing. And I'm like, I'm really tired of that being the one place that I put off last to get to. So I spent an entire day. I still have 2 little areas, which is like my makeup, in the place that I put my makeup on, and the old little system that I used to have. I used to collect makeup, and the old little system of how I had it storing. So I want to sit down and I want to go through that and declutter that and pare that down and have a new little system for that. So that is what I want to get to in there still. But I had bought so many and thrifted so many decor pieces for my room, and they were still like on the floor in the corner, not up. So I did that. So with that being said, going into 2024, I made myself a couple notes because I did film this already, but I filmed it in the car as a car chat. And y'all know, when I get in the car, I have so many squirrel moments because I'll see something and I'll talk about something else, and then I'll come back and then I'll repeat what I said, and then I'm just like, oh, I've said the same thing 3 times and I've not gotten on to the and I'm like, we're just going to sit down, we're going to drink our coffee, we're going to enjoy this New Year's Day, and we're just going to chat about things. And so y'all chime in, and if y'all have ideas, y'all let me know. So I always like to look at the new year, and look at how I want the new year to move forward. I've made the vision boards. I might do one, I don't know. But I've done the goal books and the resolutions and, all of this stuff. And I do like the idea of the goals and sitting and writing them out and then writing how you're going to get there, which I still may do that. There's a couple things I want to do, but what I want to look at, the words that I want to say are my focus for 2024 are going to be organize and elevate. Since I have been home, getting to focus in and organize physically in my home, on my bedroom, into my spare room. I now realize that there are physical places here that I want to organize, but I also realize not just tangible things. I want to organize every area of my life. I want to organize my life. I want to organize my time, my finances, my health, my relationships, my family time, and if something isn't working, let's figure out how to make it work. Let's figure out how to make it better. Or let's, cut ties and let's go, okay, we're not, that's not fitting. That's taking time away from these things. So, every year I buy a planner for my office, and then for my job. And then I buy one for home, and I'll buy a small one so that I can keep it with me, and I'll keep it for a month or two, and I'll start it, and then I never finish it. So I really want to focus in on not doing like the planner times, and I'm probably not going to film any of it, but I just want to, for me, to sit down and actually really organize my life and my time so that I have more time for my family. So I organize time for myself, right? Having some time for myself. And I needed the time to just relax, rest, and rejuvenate. I'm telling you, taking that whole day and not giving myself anything to do, but just to sit here and relax, because normally I have 2.5 days off a week, and I have so much to get done in that 2.5 days. I've got cleaning to do in the house. I've got errands to run. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other things to do, and actually stopping to rest, it's at the bottom. So I really needed this time for this, and I need to plan that out more often. I need to be like, you know what? I'm not doing anything, tonight. I'm going, and if that means we're going to order in food and we're just going to, and being more organized with my finances and not going, I feel like cooking tonight, let's just go pick up something. Planning that out more so that my finances are more organized. My Christmas present for my husband was all of the car work he's done on my truck. Y'all know I've got an older vehicle. I love my Tahoe, but she is getting old. We've had her for a long time. And it is time to look at buying something else. And y'all know I've talked about wanting to do this, but I've not liked the car market. I don't think it's going to improve anytime soon. So we talked about it, and we've put quite a bit of money in there. He's fixed my transmission a few months ago. He put 4 new tires on my car. He had the tie rod ends fixed, and he just had it aligned. So that was an enormous amount of money that he did for my car, so that now I am safe on the road. I have a spare tire now, so we are good. But that being said, she is still no car. So he goes, it is time to look at getting a new car and keeping this one as the backup, because what we've put in it to fix it up, we're realistically probably not going to get it out of it if we just take it to try to trade it in at a dealership. So we're talking about that. So we're talking about a low spend, 90 days, and chunking as much money as we can aside and coming up with a nice good down payment. And by like April, May, June, looking at buying a new vehicle. So that's what I'm looking at into the new year. So organizing my life and my finances to be able to come up with that. Nick is graduating. So we have got to get organized with his graduation and with what's happening for him after graduation, with college, with applications, with, all that stuff, getting organized with all of that. He's going to want to change jobs. We have got to get his driver's license. I've given him some things that he's got to do to do that. We're buying a car from my dad for him, so I'll share that with you. Nick's super excited about it. It's a little older truck. I don't believe in getting a new driver a new vehicle. I don't, because new drivers are gonna have accidents. God, place your hands on him and keep him safe, that any accidents he gets into are minor in nature and no one gets hurt. But it's gonna happen because they're new drivers. They're not as experienced. There's going to be a fender bender or something. And, this is a little older car, one that you can buy parts for pretty easily, fix inexpensively, and be a really great starter car. My dad had a little old man friend that no longer drives, and this was his little daily driver, and his little daily driver was maybe putting 1,000 miles a year on it. So it's older, but it's got super low miles. So we're super excited about that. So we're, paying that off and buying that from my dad. So organizing all of these areas in my life. See, not just the physical stuff. Not like I'm going to, my next physical project is going to be, besides my makeup, it's going to be organizing my pantry. Maybe I'll share that with you because it's a whole hot mess, and I'll just show you what reality is, because we all have it. If you think that these people that you watch that have the perfect home and the perfect stress-free life, if you think that is real, honey, it's not. That is what they share with you. That is what you see on camera, on your TV, on your phone, however you watch it, and that's not reality. You know, after she cuts the video off, she's going to go in there and yell at the kid or the husband or the dog because they were making so much noise that now she's got to go refilm that part so they don't hear her stopping and yelling, shut up, across the room. I mean, it's just not. You're going to see reality. You're going to see Nick being goofy. You're going to, see, dust probably back here on my shelf that I put together myself that I have to tell my grandkids not to get near of because it might be a little rickety because I put it together myself. But, it's an ongoing thing. So, it's reality. So why not share reality? Why think that it has to be perfect? My allergies are bad. My eyes are swollen. My face is puffy. I have, my hair is pulled up and it's, I'm sitting here in, just my loungewear and puppy dog's over here asleep. And, I'm not doing a full glam look just to come on and chit chat with you guys because you don't do that. So, I just believe in being completely raw and honest and transparent with you guys. And so that's what you will get from me. So if you are new here and you've sat here this long just listening to me chit chat, I want to thank you for that. And just wanted to share a little bit of myself, my holidays, what's going forward and what I'm doing. So I am looking at taking and organizing all areas of my life, finding the best method for doing that. I am not an organized person. So this is a big deal for me. Man, I am dyslexic and organization is like low on the spectrum of things that I can do well. So getting organized in all areas of my life is a project for me. If you are good at that, if you follow somebody that's good at that, and you're like, hey, you should watch so-and-so, or hey, this would be a good idea, or read this, or go here, share below. I am all for it. Oh, I love helping each other out, but I want to organize all of those things. My family, my finances, my relationships, my health, my, my home, everything. And then I want to elevate it. So not just getting organized, but elevating myself and everything and everyone around me to, the next highest level they can go. And whatever that means to get there, working on it, making a plan, and getting there. Let's elevate ourselves, our lives, our expectations. And if someone in your life is not happy that you're elevating yourself, then that's not someone you need in your life. Don't let people pull you down, because there are people that get upset and jealous and angry when you are elevating yourself. And those are the people that you don't need in your life. So just remember that. So I have been talking nonstop for well over 30 minutes. So I want to thank you for spending this time with me. Sorry I didn't do more Christmas videos, but like I said, I enjoyed my time. I am refreshed. You may see me in this again because y'all, your girl has a thrift haul. I do. You're going to see some Christmas stuff in it because I picked stuff up throughout the Christmas. This has been probably a couple months worth of stuff. Yeah, maybe a couple months worth of stuff. I go pick up one or two things and I still have stuff in the car. So, yeah. So I'm going to do that. I may do it in the same thing. The no eye makeup, the hair pulled up. I don't know. But so you might see that too. So I might do that today. I told Nick we were going to get up and go to breakfast, but I just sat here and drank my coffee, ate a bagel, and I'm going to let him sleep. When he gets up, then we'll go do some driving. I got big old pot roast in the crock pot. Y'all, I went to, I pick up a friend of Nick's every day to go to school. And every Christmas, his family always gives us a Target gift card. They don't have to. That is so kind of them. They don't have to, but they do every year. That's so sweet. And so this year I went and I bought groceries. And I'm like, we're just going to go buy. So I bought some stuff I don't normally buy, but I bought stuff that I thought we're going to have some good meals this week. I sat there and I looked online a little bit, kind of see what they had. And I got in the store and did some shopping. And I'm like, oh, so we're having the pot roast I already had. We're going to do some I got some of that shaved beef, so we're going to do some Philly cheesesteak sliders on that leftover package of Hawaiian rolls. I've got a lemon pepper beef tenderloin, and then I got some ground chicken that I think we're going to do maybe like a homemade hamburger helper kind of meal one night. So we're going to eat good this week, y'all. I'm pretty excited. So y'all have an absolutely fabulous day. Happy New Year to you and your family. And what? Remember to thank God for today because it truly is a gift. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.